گفت بری؟ آره بری پرسان کنی چند دسته بلیک بری؟
کم زود بری خطی انسیایش خیلی لوکس منو شکل وارد بادی برگشت
مزه آنکتی
نه مزه آن نمینم خیلی لوکس
No, it's okay. Okay, you are with. Yeah, we just looking for a.
Okay. Keep taking close reservations, okay? Thank you.
Silk food. Idą silk ci drodze. رفيق سلام رفيق اكس جرس جنبي رفيق
Exhibition in Paris, sculptures, paintings. For the moment not open because renovation in progress in there to completely refresh the building for the Olympic Games 2024 next year in Paris. Most beautiful bridge in front of you, Alexander III Bridge, set up the same year as the Great Palace, 1900, for Universal Exhibition. Recognizable at those four big pillars to both sides of the bridge, with at the top of the pillars the famous and golden Pegasus, beautiful horses with wings. Those are in bronze inside and all covered by gold all over.
Das är på en guld. Alltså på i mitten självhus.
32 street lamps as well, specially designed to decorate this beautiful bridge. Normally nice view on the way back, but maybe not better. Maybe better not to look backwards. Look this way.
Moga iso sa ikin posso sair nakin. Moga mo posso sair nimsa.
On the left through the trees, you will see the oldest monuments of Paris, obelisk, with golden pyramid on the top, 3,000 years older than the city of Paris itself, and given by Egypt to France about 200 years ago. It was to Saint France to discover, to decipher first the famous hieroglyphs. So they gave us this monument. This one is a part of the main Parisian axe. We call it the Royal Axe. From the west to the east, lots of Parisian monuments are alligated. The Louvre, the glass pyramid, this one, the Champs-Élysées, and to the top of the Champs-Élysées, the big triumphal arch. It's the main royal, we call it Royal Axe. That's the French Parliament on the right. You'll see better on the way back. You can have a look on your right, not a monument but housing building, beautiful one with column towers. Same type of architecture, not exactly the same, but of Sagrada Familia Gaudi in Barcelona. We call it new art. It's pretty rare, this type of building in Paris.
سلام کردی؟ Hey. چرا؟
On the right, over there, you can see a small building with a green roof. We are getting closer and you'll notice that it looks like to the White House. Exactly the same shape as the White House. That's not a coincidence because it's little known, but this small building over there was the model for the construction of the White House. The story is saying that Thomas Jefferson, second president of the United States, was housed, staying in Paris, housed just around here, and fell in love to this beautiful building. So he asked the architect of the White House to reproduce the same architecture. Here we are now on the area of the big museums in Paris. Right side, Orsay Museum, a visible museum in Paris, mostly specialized on beautiful painting canvas exhibition. You can see like the ones showcased on the front of the building, coming soon, already set up. That's one of the most famous monuments in the Museum of Paris. On the other side, on your left, this is the end of the Louvre Museum, not only the biggest museum of Paris, but the biggest museum of the world. This is the floor pavilion, and further there, you will see in a few seconds the Imperial Wing, where are set up the Imperial apartment. This is place to visit in Paris, obviously, over there. 35,000 of artworks exhibited in there, what makes this museum the biggest of the world. Everybody will realize how huge is this castle after the bridge. Hundreds of meters of galleries stretching along the Seine River. This castle is huge. And obviously in there the most famous artwork of the world, the Mona Lisa, showcased inside this gallery there in the middle. Yes, no. First, it was a fortress. The first Louvre, more than 800 years ago, fortress to defend west side of Paris. And then royal residence for centuries, hundreds of years, and museum since 1793, French Revolution. Lots of purpose. The next bridge coming, that's the most popular bridge of Paris. That's a footbridge, by the way. Everybody on board knows this bridge, but you might know this bridge as the Love Bridge or the Bridge of the Lovers. Paris, city of love. Just few years ago there was this tradition. All the lovers coming throughout the world were gathering on this bridge, hanging locks on it, symbolizing love forever. Fortunately not forever, because as you can now see, no locks anymore on the bridge. The problem was they were gathering too many, too heavy for the structure of the bridge, so they decided to all remove a few years ago. They weighed all the locks they removed in it. 54 tons. Yes, Jesus Christ, yes. Yes. It's not a coincidence if lots of monuments or bridges are in renovation. Welcome and refresh Paris.
قلفای شرکی واس که ده
next year for the
54 تن بوده ده 54 تن خیلی قدر گرنگ بوده ده بلیز سیکن مایی بوی میده
The next bridge coming, that's the oldest bridge of Paris. And do you know how we call this bridge? The new bridge. Something wrong. 500 years, first one to be built in stone. And you'll see also hundreds of scary and ugly faces. Pay attention, they are all unique, all different from each other.
Ama buraya zuçudur, termiş.
On the left, that's an island now. Island of the Cité. First part to be urbanized in Paris. And we call, by the way, this city Paris because the first inhabitants of Paris were the Parisi people who were living on this island. On the other side, right side, this is the Latin border. nice place to have a walk, restaurants, bookshop. But first it was a student, and still nowadays, it was a student area with schools and college. The class there was given in Latin language. Big letter N on the Pilar Bridge. Napoleon. The most famous cathedral of France by far. Beautiful Cathedral Notre Dame de Paris. This monument is a symbol of Paris throughout the world. We all know the legends, Quasimodo, Hunchback. If you pay attention on the bell towers, you can also see the gargoyles. Gargoyles because first they had a gutter function because of the gargling of the water going out of gargoyles. We all know and remember the big fire, massive fire. It happened out there about 4 years ago now. Hopefully the cathedral has been saved by the firemen. They did a really great job. They saved the structure of the building. And now the reconstruction is up. And the cathedral will be rebuilt as identical as before. But we must be patient. It will take still 5-6 years to completely finish the reconstruction. After the bridge, pay attention up there. You can see the bell towers, the scaffoldings, the crane. What disappeared in the fire, it was a wooden roof of like 800 years, and also the spike on the wooden roof. Both disappeared unfortunately in the fire. Pretty good, we avoid the rain. That's good. First I thought it would have been a shower cruise. Well, and we finished this cruise. by the most emblematic and symbolic monuments of Paris, this wonderful Eiffel Tower, symbol for Paris, but also France throughout Europe. The height of this tower, does someone know the height? What the height? Yes? Yes? 300. What's your name? 330. What's your name? Aurore, make some noise for Aurore. Yeah, make some applause. Yeah, congratulations, Aurore. 330 meters high. When it was set up in 1881, it was a bit lower. There were no antennas at that time at the top. 300 meters first, and now 330 exactly. But with 300 meters in 1889, this monument was the highest structure on Earth for half a century, and the inauguration of the Empire State Building in New York 50 years later. What is pretty stunning when we look at this wonderful tower, it's first, it should have been fully red. It was painted over about 15 times. Yellow paint, green paint as well. And now, in this moment, they are painting the tower for the Olympic Games. If you pay attention, the first floor is not the same brown color as the pillar, the right pillar. Now they are painting the tower, part by part. And they will need, by the way, 60 tons of paint to all paint it over this wonderful monument. 60